DJ Vermin, AK Kai in your ear. Talking truth, no script, no fear. Pulse is high, the vibe is clear.
Just pure talk, feel the spark. On the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up. Just pure talk, feel the spark. On the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up. Just pure talk.
Feel the spark on the mic, we light the dark.
Just pure talk.
We break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up.
Just pure talk.
Feel the spark on the mic, we light the dark. With friends on air, we break the rock.
Come join the fun.
Hey everybody, DJ Vermin. I don't know why I'm not seeing myself.
Well, you're seeing yourself, but you're not seeing me either.
No, there's. What did I do to the screen? There we
You
go.
touched a button.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. How you doing, everybody?
There we are.
Here.
Now you found the right deal, eh?
Yeah, I did. I found the right deal. How you doing, everybody? We're still getting used to our
New buttons.
new buttons and platform from Riverside. I'm happy to say that we are with Riverside at the moment.
Because we left the other guys.
Black Friday deal. And we're trying them out because it's extraordinary. They do a lot of stuff, and yeah. So
You want a sake?
yeah, give me a sake. Yeah, there we go. So, ladies and gents, I'm gonna have a little spiky voice because it's cold season. So
And I'm drinking the sake not to get a cold.
yeah, I should have maybe done that, but no,
Loose-
it's too late. I got
Makes your
it.
throat, cleans your throat out.
Yeah, I should get a whiskey maybe. But yeah. So I'm taking
Whiskey, honey, and lemon juice.
yeah, cough drops with work. So yes. So today, me and the Kai were discussing just before the end of the show, before the beginning of the show, I should say, not the end, but the beginning. We were talking about losing our parents.
Yeah,
Losing our parents.
that is a rough one.
Mid-time. How do we act? How do we react?
So, my question is what did you know your father was dying, or
Yeah.
is it like blam, you get a call
No.
out of the blue?
No, I knew my father was dying because he had cancer, and it went fast, and I was close to my father. So, and the day that he was at the end of the candle, you should say, he was sitting beside me, and he told me, he goes, call 911. He goes, and my father never says that. He was never a guy to go to the hospital or stuff like that.
Yeah.
He says, call 911. I can't breathe. So that was the last words before I picked him up and I, had to do what 911 was telling me to do. But he died in my arms. So
At least you got to spend that time with him, though.
I did. I was young. I was living still.
You knew there was an end date,
Yeah.
but and then so you got to talk about things before he passed.
Uh-huh.
You probably didn't get to talk about everything. I mean, sure, there's still some unfinished stuff.
Yeah. And then
Mine was a lot more sudden than that.
I was.
Yeah, when my father died, I got a phone call from my sister saying he'd passed away, and he had an accident in the garage, and some stuff had fell over and crushed him.
Oh. Okay.
But he was 70 something years old. I mean, he was an elderly, in his elderly years, and but he was doing what he loved. So, I'm sad he's gone, but he was doing what he loved to do. So, I'm kind of not sad.
Well,
You know
like
what I mean?
said, if he's doing what he loved to do, then that's great. No?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. I mean, it's always like we say. Some people say, like my mom died in her sleep. I feel that that's the beautiful. It's the best death.
You probably didn't feel anything.
She didn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what they told us. I mean, we don't know because,
And a lot of people tell me I'm going to die on my mountain cutting firewood.
you would.
Well, that's what they keep telling me. They say, you're going to go up there and be chopping firewood and just keel over dead one day. I can see it right now. And I go, yeah, if so, then I died happy.
Okay. It's
You know,
marvelous, no?
it's beautiful up there. I mean, what a better place to kick it.
Well, it's getting better and better, eh? You showed me a
Yeah.
couple of pictures.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's crazy.
No, it's hard to deal with a parental loss.
Yeah.
And then there's, yeah, I don't know. There's times and it's still fresh for me because it's only like a year or so ago, maybe 2 years now.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, that's what I used to, I mean, that's what, like I was telling you. It's what I said. It's, you lose your parents. I mean, because we were talking about people that were going, the real debate that we were talking about is people are going, can I say berserk? I'm trying to be respectful, but people are losing it because they lost their parents. You gotta have, you know, they put you on this planet, so it has to touch you. But I mean, until what? How long? I mean, like I told you, my father died in 1990, and I still think about him in 2025. But we're
Yeah, that's a
talking
long
about
time ago.
35 years.
yeah,
You know, if I see mainly, like I was telling you, a Christmas show, and they were talking about father and son and stuff like that, it just makes me cry. But I mean, I don't.
I don't think he'd want
I'm
that
not in a-
though.
Not in a depression.
I don't think he wants you to cry about it.
No, never. No, my father was too independent.
No, I mean, I don't think he'd want you to cry over him.
No,
I don't think any parent would want us to be sad that they're gone.
no.
I think they would want us to live our lives to the fullest and keep going. And yeah, I'm not saying I don't feel anything when I think about my father when he passed away. But part of me also knows that he wouldn't want me to be sad. He would want me to just go about living my life and have a good time, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You're totally right.
You know, my mom's still around. I'm blessed there.
Oh, that's good.
I don't get to see her very often because she lives in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah, my family is spread all over the globe. It's ridiculous. Our side of the family is spread over the globe. You know, my side, you know. And my wife's side's like in 2 locations.
Okay.
Me, it's literally all over the planet. I've got people living everywhere.
Is that because of the military?
Part of it, yeah.
Okay. Because I know that sometimes.
Like my brothers live in totally different states. My sister lives in a totally different state. And none of us all live in the same state. We're all in different states.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know how far away your siblings live away, but
Well, everybody's kind of close. Maybe an hour away.
then that's not bad.
No.
I wanted to get more than an hour away because there was so much drama at home
Okay.
with the divorce and this, that, and the other thing, and I was like, you know what? Living halfway across the country is not a bad idea, Sam. You can live all the way over there, and nobody's going to bother you with their daily drama.
Well, that's true.
Because I have enough stuff going on up here. I don't need their help making me even crazier.
No, you're
It's
right.
the honest truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it back home. I love it there.
Okay.
The people drive me nuts. The drama is still just crazy back there. I'll go home for like a high school reunion and just get thrown into all that drama, and I'm like, whatever, I'm out in 3 days. Doesn't
Okay.
faze me. I'm gonna go back to my mountain. Watch the pines blow in the wind.
Pines blow in the wind.
Yep.
What's
So,
your brain then?
no, I've been working on my master plan for up on my mountain. It looks like I'm going to need to hire a heavy lift helicopter.
Serious?
Serious.
Okay.
Because there's some things I want put up there that I can't get up the road. And the only way they're coming up there is with a helicopter. Like one of those Sikorsky sky crane type things. That's what I would have to do.
Yeah, I got a name change.
Yeah?
I'm not DJ Verm anymore.
No? What do you got? Less Productions firm?
How in the heck did I get that? Well, whatever.
Well, you typed it.
No.
Oh, it didn't get there magically.
Yeah, you're right. I think I did. There you go.
So, did you see this oil tanker that they seized off the coast of Venezuela?
No,
Did you hear about this?
not that one.
So they seized a oil. Well, let's back up. I sent you that video from Angry Cop
Uh-huh.
about the war crime thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Did that explain it better than I could?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's what I listened to. Yeah.
And I don't think it's a war crime. Some other people may think it's a war crime, and if it goes to court, it goes to court. We'll see it when it goes to court. So, but I guess there was a tanker.
You wait. I want to.
Okay, yeah.
There's one thing I want to tell you. Where I think it was a war crime, where they're saying, because when I listened to the journalist, is when they hit the boat. The ones that they hit and they kill everybody.
Yeah.
They're
Boat
gone.
sinks. Yeah.
They're gone. This one, they hit the boat, and there were 2 survivors.
Okay.
So that's where
2 terrorists.
Yeah. We'll say survivors. They're still human beings. Survivors. And then Hagen, what's his name there? Hagen, I can't say it.
Another missile hits the boat.
Then he says, destroy them completely. So they hit another boat. They hit the boat.
Did he say destroy them completely, or was the missile already in
He did.
flight? Because that's
No.
never been discussed.
No, the commander, because he kind of blamed the commander, and then the commander, they're like, and
Okay,
then he
so-
said, and even so, I would have give the order. That's what he said.
I would have given the order.
Yeah, but I know you're like that. You
Well,
should go
it's-
to the White House.
I would give the order to destroy that boat again, and the reason why is we're at war. It's been declared that there's a drug war. I'm finally happy to see somebody not sitting on their ass, giving me lip service about, oh, we're doing this, we're trying to do this on the border, and we hired so many more officers, but you're not arresting anybody. You're not taking people out. You're not sending our troops in to wipe out drug plantations and take out just produce. I mean, we know where all the stuff's coming from, but we've never attacked those facilities, and we should be attacking those facilities.
But like he said, they should go on land. That's what he said. The next thing is going to be going to Venezuela on land.
Wouldn't shock me at all. Mexico and Venezuela.
Well, I think he's going to start
Because Europe's got a big, huge problem right now. Huge problem. Narco subs are flooding in Europe, delivering cocaine like it's flour. So you're already breaking the law.
Yeah.
So if you're already breaking the law, and the state is supporting you breaking the law, if you're telling me the people in that state government aren't getting kickbacks from those drug guys, please. They're in it. They know it. They throw up some things. They do some things to make themselves look, see, we're doing something. We arrested this guy.
Yeah.
I just don't. Like I said, it's going to have to go to court. When it goes to court, they prove it to be a war crime, then it's a war crime. I don't see it as a war crime. I see them taking out the target. The fact that there was 2 humans in the way,
Well, I mean,
because they were loading the drugs that got thrown off the boat back into the boat. So they were still functionally trying to deliver drugs, which makes them guilty. They weren't like lashing them together for a floating raft or something.
okay.
You know, they were physically loading stuff back into the boat. Like we could carry on with our mission and save some of the product.
Okay.
That's where I don't see it. It's not. We used to say it's not a war crime until you cross the objective. So when you're in an ambush situation or something like that, or somebody engages you, it's called double tap. You're not allowed to double tap a body. So like if you walk past the body and you clear the zone, if you come back and they're still alive, you're supposed to render aid.
Okay.
But if you're approaching them, you can shoot them because they're combatants. But once you pass them, then they become detainees or prisoners.
Okay.
And then their whole status changes. Those rules are all laid out in the Geneva Convention.
Okay.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Let's. I wanted to talk to you about.
But we didn't get to this part though. Do we talk about the tanker? He took the tanker.
Go.
He confiscated an oil tanker from the Venezuelans.
Okay.
Seized a sanctioned oil tanker off the coast of Venezuela. Very large tanker, largest one ever actually. He's trying to pressure the Venezuelan president to step down.
Okay.
Me personally, Trump attacking me and my country and talking smack, not getting me to step down.
No.
Maybe he should call him nicely and ask him in private.
Well, for sure, you're attacking another country. So do you think it's like Ukraine with Russia? It's the same thing. You know, everybody wants it to stop.
Ukraine's like a pit bull with lockjaw.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, how many civilians have been killed on all this, and from both ends?
Well, look at all the
And how
military
many
guys that
army?
have been killed.
Yeah, I know, and the army. How many people?
Yeah, and those guys are all civilians. They weren't in the military before.
No, and then suddenly, Putin, we're going to stop. I want this, and we're going to stop. And I know he's not going to stop. He wants to have control. He wants to take back everything that used to belong to the USSR in the past. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, no, he wants to get the Nazis out of Ukraine.
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying, but that's not what's happening.
No. That was the excuse to start the war.
There's like one division in the Ukraine that still flies some like type of unit affiliation. Doesn't mean they're Nazis.
They're not. Anyways,
I mean, the president's Jewish, for crying out loud. President Zelensky is Jewish.
so it would be freaking weird to have a Nazi.
A Nazi military with a Jewish leader? I don't see how that's working. I really don't.
No.
I mean, that should hurt people's brains. Putin, leave Russia. Leave Ukraine. Give them back their stuff. It's time. Let them go.
Yeah, I think everybody wasted a lot of money. So
But we talk about this. There's other countries. There's lots. Oh my God. I guess there's some scuttlebutt kicking off in China about separation of certain sections of China. So we'll have to track that and follow what's going on there.
they still want Taiwan.
Oh yeah, they still want Taiwan. They're never gonna back down on Taiwan.
So, and that's something that Japan is getting ready for, because surprisingly, Japan has been technologically getting better and better in a lot of stuff because they're a lot of techno. I've been watching a couple of videos of what they've got for their military, and it gets scary.
For Taiwan or Japan?
For Japan.
Japan has a defense force.
Yeah.
Taiwan is the one that's going to get attacked by China.
Yeah. But I think that Japan is going to help out Taiwan, like the USA should help out Taiwan, because the reason why is that all the microchips are there.
If we go in to help Taiwan, it better be the world helping Taiwan.
No, that's what I overheard.
Yeah, I mean this. I'm tired of fighting everybody's for problems.
I know.
And I'm like, and part of me wants to just go slap these guys around and go, what are you thinking? You're going to do this, they're going to do this, and eventually it's going to come down to, like, these guys aren't going to let you. It's just going to kick off a whole big crap storm. A bunch of people are going to die because you got your feelings hurt over a meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Just leave it be. Go back to your country, do your own thing. They want to go over there and be Taiwanese or whatever, and let them.
Yeah, anyways. They're already doing this stuff. What is different? Why do they have to become China again?
Well, they actually say China is theirs. Taiwan reverses it on them, saying they're the actual government of China.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Well, they were.
Okay.
They went into exile in Taiwan.
Okay. Then what happened? Then it reversed.
China got big and sprung, and Taiwan said, hey, we're Taiwanese, and we're not coming back, and you can't come over here and tell us what to do.
Okay.
You know, which is, I'm surprised well, I'm not surprised about Hong Kong. Those people got screwed.
They did?
Yeah, the Hong Kong people. Yeah, when China took over, Britain gave up their lease. They wanted to be a separate country. They did not want to be Chinese.
Okay. But they've...
Hong Kong is so far ahead of China, like everything in China, because it was allowed to grow in capitalism.
Okay.
And China is a corrupt communist country.
Is that where Hong Kong? Is that where you see all these futuristic buildings and?
Yeah, there's a lot of that stuff over there. Big tech companies and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
because I heard that China's like really in front of everybody in the tech.
Mm-hmm.
Because they invested beforehand.
Well,
Some
they
invested in military.
invest, but they also control all the companies. If you're a Chinese company, there is a member of the party that sits on your board.
Okay.
The member of the Chinese Communist Party.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody from the government sits on the board and tells you yes and no. It's like
Wow.
it's like those old Soviet movies where you see where they had the political officer, on the submarine, and he had like total authority if he didn't like what was going on, if it went against the party. They do the same thing in those Chinese companies. If they don't like what the company is doing, then the political officer will tell you no. You have to do this instead. Excuse me. Ooh. That one just came out of the blue. Bam.
I'm writing to.
Yep, I heard you typing.
Yeah. Just wanted to let everybody know that whoever wants to join in.
So I bumped across a interesting article. What is it? It was about Canada.
Oh yeah, Canada. So, what's wrong with Canada?
No, it It was about people who were coming to Canada or coming to America. If Canadians wanted to go to America, there's a thing now where they may have to show up to like 5 years of their social media history. To me, it's absolutely freaking bonkers ridiculous. And I wish I could find the story here.
No, it's ridiculous. No, but Akai, I've been telling you this already because they're doing it at the customs. They're doing it at the customs. The ones that are really, because there's some custom Americans, American custom border guys that are simple. They're not too complicated. Where are you going? Da 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 da, and always straight. Because I know every time I pass the border endurance. But they don't go over and above. And there's
here it is. Here it is. Here it
and
is.
there's some that do go over and above, and they start harassing and bragging and you're anti-Trump and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So here it is. Canadian permanent residents may need to reveal 5 years of social media history to enter the U.S.
Beautiful.
And I'm like, how are you going to do that? Here's my Facebook account. Give it a look-see.
Well, just look at us with YouTube.
Well, and I know when I go into Canada, Canada can look at my phone. I have no First Amendment rights. So Canada can go into my phone when I'm entering Canada and look at anything and tell me to delete videos and the whole nine.
But technically, we don't do that. We don't.
Well, unless it's something that you're not supposed to have in Canada.
Unless you're someone that is appointed to be checked. But we don't do that. I've never seen a border patrol guy say you have to show me.
I am getting checked.
No, maybe you.
Oh, I'm getting checked. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I got checked. I got checked when I went into Canada.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
And I was just staying in the airport. I was pretty happy they let me do that.
Okay.
But I'm still pissed. No Tim Hortons. What the fudge?
Tim Hortons outside.
Tim Hortons outside the airport, not inside the airport where you need it.
Can't believe it.
No, I mean, if you're going to give people a taste of Canada, it should be a Tim Hortons coffee with a cup of maple syrup, for crying out loud.
Nope. Yeah. Especially in Vancouver. Yeah. Oh, no. Crazy. No, it is crazy.
But that's the thing I saw about Canada, and I was like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Who comes up with this crap? That's the Joe Rogan. Are we talking about Joe Rogan and the UFC fight thing? So I guess the White House wants to plan a UFC fight in D.C. and to have 9 fights, but there's only 8 weight classes, so
That's redundant.
I don't know how they're going to do it.
And the
To me,
ballroom-
it looks like a freaking absolute security nightmare.
Yeah. In the ballroom, man.
I don't know if it's going to be in the ballroom. They're not going to be doing that thing for a while. Is that where they want to do it? Is that the hint?
Yeah, I have to go check. Yeah.
And I guess the Vatican returned dozens of indigenous cultural items back to the First Nations people here recently.
Okay.
So that's good.
No.
Get your stuff back.
And what about I got something here. I got what are you thinking about Trump's gold card? The program's going to be kicking off.
The what card?
The gold card.
Trump's gold card for what?
Yeah. So it's Trump's gold card program gives live offering U.S. visa starting at $1 million per person.
Not unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's been done in the past.
Okay.
Like every presidential candidate has. I remember seeing billboards when I was in South Africa about that.
Okay.
And that was almost a decade ago.
But who has $1 million to have their visa right away?
Rich businessmen that want to get out of their country.
Yeah, rich people.
Yeah.
Well, us,
Hold on. Hold
we're
on.
starving. We're,
Hold on.
the cost of life just went up by
I'm-
how many percent in your
I'm gonna,
area?
I'm gonna put down some brass tacks, and you're not gonna like it. You ready for this, Verm?
Yeah.
When we ask people to come to the United States, even though the thing says "Bring me, you're poor, you're tired," that's bullshit. It's not what they
Okay.
want. We want the best people that you have to offer. We want your scientists, your doctors, your engineers, your businessmen that make millions of dollars, are able to take and run businesses and make millions of dollars. That's the people they want. They don't want the poor, the tired, and the haggard. Because those people have nothing to offer
Okay.
when they come into the country. They want people that are going to hit the ground running and make money.
Crazy.
And so that's why they're going to offer a visa. I'm sure there's probably a visa thing for Canada. If I wanted to immigrate to Canada, I got to bring X number of dollars in order to do it. It might be a lower threshold.
Yeah.
Like England. When I was looking at England, you needed like $50,000 in assets and to have an income level above X% in order to be able to immigrate. So, and there are countries that offer citizenship for dollars. I think Greece is one of them.
Do you know we have the teleprompter?
We have a teleprompter.
Yeah, on this program here. Do you see it?
No.
Huh,
What's the
maybe
button
it's-
called?
It's on my end.
Does it say teleprompter?
Yeah. Teleprompter.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
that
I
button.
even wrote something. It's all here. I could just like shout it out.
Oh, nice.
It's crazy.
So I saw that.
Sorry, I'm still learning on crap.
I guess 2 hours ago they came out with this news article about the cost of Carney's flight to Egypt because there were no Air Force planes available. Doesn't the head of Canada have its own plane? Or do they just grab a random military plane and that's what he gets?
I think they have a military brain. That's a good question.
Because I guess they're complaining, and I'm finding all these news articles on CBC. So
No, it's a
They're-
good question.
they're talking
They
about
don't
his
have- I don't
flight.
think they have an Air Force One.
They don't have an Air Force One?
No.
They, because they're complaining about the cost of his flight to the Canadian taxpayers being more than $736,000 for him to go to Gaza for the peace conference things.
Okay.
Like, whew. But it probably costs the Air Force One just as much to go there just by itself. So,
Oh no, it does cost a lot because I know they've been. Let me see here. I'm just making sure. Government. Oh, here we go.
they're going, he gave himself an $800,000 privately chartered flight to Egypt. Is what some people are saying. They're saying Carney is. They're making it sound like he's misusing funds. But he's got to go to those meetings. So I'm like, I'm at a loss here.
So, just to let you know, I'm looking at the picture. I was like curious because I've never checked. We do have an airplane. It's written Government of Canada, and it has the maple flag on it.
Nice.
Yeah, it does.
What do they call it? Do they call it Maple One? I'm kind of curious.
I don't know.
I'm kind of curious what they call it because we call ours Air Force One. Would you guys call yours
Yeah,
guys
but I'm looking
Canadian
at
One or Maple One? Maple Syrup?
Let me see here. Government. Here we go. VIP aircraft of official traveling. The Royal Canadian Air Force.
Okay.
The RCAF operates a specialized fleet of aircraft to transport the monarch, the government, general, prime, and other dignitaries.
So I'm kind of curious why they didn't have a plane that was able to fly him all the way that way.
Well, maybe there was an issue with the plane. I don't know. Good question. Or are they talking about this plane just because they want to, shout it out or something? Yeah. I don't know. It's a good question.
Because one of the things in the article, why is it that Canadians need to line up at food banks so that he can go jetting around the world for photo ops?
You know,
This is a Canadian newspaper. It's not coming from an
No.
American newspaper.
there's how can I say? There's arguments on both sides. So I think it's lately you got the different parties. Some parties are against Carney.
Because how many parties are in Canada?
There's 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah. There's the I'm not gonna name them all because I'll get all mixed up myself. So, oh, wait, am I writing anything? Are we? Or is it you?
What?
Okay, no, I saw some text mode. That's why. So, yeah, there's a couple, and it's like a lot of people are saying that Trump is taking Air Force One to go play golf. Well, he is. He has to be protected. He's the president.
Same thing as Carney.
Yeah, that's it.
Carney has to be protected, just like the President of the United States.
Yeah, no, that's it. So I mean, even if they all argue, I mean, that means it's maybe a party that's not happy, and they're saying, "Look at him, he's just," But they do the same thing. All the other parties waste money too.
They all waste money. That's why we need to get rid of them all. They're corrupt.
Yeah. So
It's time for a revolution.
Don't bug me with this. There we go. A Coyote's revolution.
It's time for a revolution.
Yeah.
Free Canada.
Kind of sorry. Forgot to take some water. Yeah.
And they're saying to do it in the government aircraft would have cost $198,000 versus $800,000 that they spent roughly.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they're upset, but
It's always boring.
and I guess they're still trying to work on the Canadian-Mexico trade deal, and I guess they're both going to be separate now. It's not going to be one trade deal that covers both countries.
Well, I know I've seen something pass by that Carney and the Mexican Prime Minister have worked something out with trade. So that the trade's going to be directly or something like that. Because no one's getting acquainted with Trump. So Carney has been doing a lot of monopoly chess playing with Europe and China and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that
Way above my pay grade.
No, I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm just reading this, and so a lot of people don't like the party. A lot of people still say that Carney is spending a lot of money.
Money that we don't have.
Money that we don't have.
We're in the same boat here in the States. People are spending money we just don't have.
Yeah, but the thing is, and this is my point of view, the thing is, we're so late in a lot of stuff because the government's going to push aside, waste money, push aside, waste money. That Carney said, we got to develop Canada. We got to make Canada number one now. We got to, So for sure, he's invested a lot of money. He's invested a lot of money in the military. He's buying off the jets. Now we're still in confusion with the F-35s or the what's the other jets? The
Some Swiss jet, wasn't it?
yeah. Swedish jets from Boeing. Is that it? Boeing, I think. Yeah. No, that. So they were signed up to buy the F-35s, but with all the argument going from back and forth and saying that Canada is the 51st state and insulting Canadians, and well, the Prime Minister is taking some decisions. I don't know if it's already signed, but it's taking some decisions that they might not take the 35s. the F-35s. That doesn't help out. That doesn't help out NORAD, because NORAD is all based on the collaboration between Canada and the U.S. And technically, the technology that you guys have on your planes is mainly important for the system. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of cool technology in the F-35.
Yeah. But there's some wasn't there someone else saying that there's oh, that's the national debt. I just opened your national debt thing.
I opened up. There's one for Canada, and to make you feel better, I put the U.S. one there, so you could click open that and just look at that number and be like, "Holy crap!" But roughly, the Canadian debt grows by about $4.5 million an hour. You're at 1.28 trillion.
Okay.
We're at 38 trillion or 38.4 trillion.
Yeah.
Our debt clock looked like yours 20 years ago. So if Canada doesn't do anything about that, you guys are screwed. You're going to be just like America. Screwed.
Yep. Yep.
Because all it does is devalue our dollar.
It does.
It makes our dollar weaker.
Yeah.
In both countries, it makes it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. Now I know we've got.
Because do you think Canada owns $1 trillion in gold to pay off their debt? Hell no.
No. I don't know. Okay.
Because our debt per taxpayer right now is $329,000 per taxpayer.
Sorry, ladies and gents. We're coughing so much.
He's not feeling good today.
Yeah.
And then Canada also did something about, became the first country to list extremist networks, 764 known for preying on young people online and terrorist entities. So they're actually going at, got them all like registered on a website like these are bad people.
Okay.
Which I thought that was kind of cool.
So
now they just need to start killing them.
So I owe 30,000.
Is that what the Canadian?
Yeah, it says your
your share 30,000.
$30,618 at the moment.
Well, that's fairly low.
Yeah. But we're less.
Yeah, $37,000 less, 37,000 trillion less.
No, but I mean we're also less population.
Yeah.
So it per head.
I remember when our debt used to be 30,000 per person.
Okay. But how do you see this go? On your point of view, how do you see this go?
It's like a bad credit card. Eventually, you're going to have to declare bankruptcy, aren't you?
That's what I'm saying.
Then what?
How does a country say he's going to bankrupt?
We're bankrupt. Oof. Our dollar ain't worth shit.
Okay. And what's going to happen?
Then what?
What's going to happen with the country?
Who knows? It'll be like another 1930s Depression era level event, for sure.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to go well.
So is that where the nuclear war would start?
I don't know if a nuclear war would start, because then you're destroying the assets.
I'm just saying.
And who's going to launch the nuke? China, because they're not getting paid and because they're in debt? The Chinese government's hugely in debt. Like, Russia's massively in debt. All these world power countries are all massively in debt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if all these countries ever paid back their World War II loans, maybe we could pay off the national debt.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do.
So, okay, I'm going to take a second here. Ladies and gents, if you're listening to us and you like what we're doing, please leave a comment. Subscribe to help us out. More the merrier, we say, like usual. And if you want us to talk about different topics, because I know we like
Put
to
that
talk-
topic in there. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, throw the topics either in chat or send it to lpvpodcast at outlook.com. And, just write to us and express your feelings and try to stay positive, please. We've been doing this for the past couple of years now. I know our show's at 67 tonight, so
Yeah, and
yeah. So I just wanted to say it out loud. And by the way, we do have sponsors, so I just want to thank Bull Ride. I want to thank Horizon Western. I want to thank Débastage Marcel Ferron, SL Photograph, and CSL Locations for being our sponsors here at LPV Podcasts.
yep. One thing I haven't seen, and I used to see this growing up when I was a kid, but I haven't seen any here recently,
Uh-huh.
is December 7th came and went,
Yeah.
and I didn't hear anything. Not from people, not from... And if you're not an American, December 7th doesn't mean anything to you, usually. But December 7th, 1941, is when they attacked Pearl Harbor,
Okay.
and which got us to go to the war, which did... When it ran its full course, we ended up nuking Japan. Saved 32 million lives by nuking Japan.
Yeah.
So, do you notice that a lot of these holidays, like from World War II, or events from World War II that you used to celebrate as a child, are no longer being even mentioned?
Except the Jewish ones?
I didn't even bring that up. I mean,
But but they're being mentioned, no?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking. I mean, is there a holiday
Don't look
that...
so far.
Is there a holiday, like Pearl Harbor Day, or Amnesty Day, or what's the one they have in Australia? Anzac Day, I think it is.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's one in Canada that's a special day from World War II that everybody celebrates, or
Yeah, the the 11th of November.
which is
The World War II. It's the Poppy.
it's
Poppy Day.
the Poppy, yeah,
It's for
the Remembrance Day.
celebration. The Remembrance Day. Let's
Yeah.
figure out the name. The Remembrance
Yeah.
Day for.
Because I used to celebrate that when I was a child because I lived in England,
Yeah.
where we do the poppy, wear the little poppy flower, and
Yeah. But
You know.
Poppy comes from. Doesn't Poppy come from Europe? It does.
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from.
No, because
but
they were talking about there was the poppy fields, and that's how they decided to put the poppy. I'd have to deep dive in that.
it's probably a deep drive, but my only knowledge of poppies is making opium.
Not the same thing.
It's not the same flower?
No, but I mean it's not the same. The poppy is not.
Well, why were they growing fields of poppies?
I don't know. I mean, you're maybe better than I for that one.
I'm just curious. Was it a drug manufacturing thing, or was it just they just grew so prolifically there that that's...
Yeah, I think there were poppy fields. Maybe for medicine. I don't know. But ain't opium and poppy the same thing?
Yeah, you extract the opium from poppy flowers, from the seed clusters, from the
Okay.
there's like a bulb and then there's flower, and then from the bulb is where you extract. They make incisions and it like the sap that
Okay.
comes out of those incisions becomes opium,
You're teaching me.
or is it heroin? I don't know.
I thought it was heroin, but yeah.
I'm not a drug guy.
No, neither am I. That's why I'm so like, what you talking about? And I don't even want to know. I'm so into it, I don't want to know. So yeah. So good night tonight. I'm gonna ask you, what's going on with your cabin?
I am snowed out till winter. Till spring.
So you don't go there anymore.
No, I probably will in February or January. I'll probably strap some snowshoes on and hike up the mountain.
Have you put some cameras to check?
No power up there.
Oh yeah, and you're right. And if you go every month or two, and even if you have the battery pack, it's gonna die out.
Well, like we're talking about Pearl Harbor here, and this may be the reason why we don't see any of this stuff anymore. Is only 12 Pearl Harbor survivors remain,
Are you serious?
and they're all over 100 years
Wow.
old.
Okay.
Like, good for them, but
I thought I saw something pass by about that. They were showing the Momentarium
Memorial.
Memorial. You know that white building and where the boat's under it.
I don't think that's going to be there much longer.
No, why?
The Arizona, I think one of these years it's just going to crumble and fall into the sea. The
Oh,
actual
yeah,
ship
the boat.
itself, yeah, it's a metal boat in saltwater. It's getting wrecked.
Okay.
It leaks oil still to this day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the fuel tanks are still full on it. It still leaks oil. Well, they're not full. They've been drained for quite a bit, but there's still oil leaking up. They got a big, like, oil barrier around it. So when it leaks
Why
oil,
haven't they taken it out?
because they would have to destroy the site, and so
you
they're
take it as a memorial. Yeah.
well, yeah. And there's still a lot of bodies buried in there.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that went down in
In the boat.
the boat that were never recovered, and they died in the boat at their stations.
Wow. Okay.
There's another site that's very little's known, well, very little is ever shown about, but is on the opposite side of that one, and it went down with a lot of people lost, and it's just there's like a little dock that goes out, and you could see it laying in the shallow water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Pearl Harbor's an interesting place. It's a great place to go visit. If you're in that area, take a day, go over there, see the memorial.
Yeah. My mom and
See,
and dad
go
went
over
to
there and see.
Hawaii. Yeah.
They got Mighty Mo is over there, close to Pearl Harbor too. And that's another day thing you can go see and walk around a battleship.
Okay.
And you know they're already big. You know, like these things are big. I mean, they're firing 16-inch guns, right?
Okay.
16 inches across. I mean, that shell is like this. I mean, it's massive. And they weigh like a Volkswagen Bug. They're insane. And when you see these guns in person, you're like, that's a big damn cannon. And it's a big damn ship. There's machinery in that ship. Lathes and all that stuff so they can fix stuff while they're out at sea.
Yeah.
Whew.
And technology.
It was updated. Last time it was updated for Desert Storm. It was used over there. And they brought it back into action for Desert Storm. And then, because they keep it mothballed. So they make sure it doesn't rust too bad, and they keep the paint on it, but, you know, minimal maintenance.
But
So-
you got a lot of these ships, beautiful ships.
We've got a lot of huge ships that are mothballed.
Yeah. Which one they were showing that has nuclear heads? There's one ship. I'm trying to remember. They showed
Nuclear ships that are mothballed?
No, not mothball, but you have nuclear ships.
Yeah, like some of the aircraft carriers thing are nuclear, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember. That's why. Yeah. So like you can see, we do research at the same time, ladies and gents.
Nuclear ships, U.S. Navy. Aircraft carriers, submarines.
Well, submarines have nuclear.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is, you could draw your coolant water from around you, and you have a power supply. I forget how long a nuclear submarine can run without refueling. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they say they could go months. They'll lose food before they lose it. They'll run out of water and food before they.
So a nuclear sub can run 20 to 30 years or even up to 40 plus years, depending on its initial nuclear fuel load.
Okay.
So that it's the green initiative.
Yeah.
They're saving the planet by running and using nuclear fuel. I mean, 30 years of diesel fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I mean, all those guys would have come on that ship and been retired out of the military before it runs out of gas, runs out of fuel.
It is crazy, eh?
Yeah, that's nuts. Maybe two people's careers. You know, 220, if it goes 40 plus years, 2 careers worth of Navy people could be in and out of that boat. That is a long time. But they cost millions of dollars.
Everything costs a lot.
But that's just nuts. 20 to 30 years?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's insane.
God. Akai, it's already that time.
Is it that time?
Yeah.
It is that
Don't look
time.
so far, it's all right here. DJ
Oh, yeah.
Vermin, AK,
Please like and subscribe. Go out to our swag shop on vermlandradio.com and buy some stuff. We don't make any money. It just goes back to feed the station. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Until next week,
On the mic, we like the
we
dog.
love you.
We're friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in now, ignite that up. Just pure talk. Feel the spark. On the mic, we like the dog. We're friends on air, we break the mark. Tune in
Write it
now,
down.
ignite that up. Just pure talk.
Feel